Hello, children of the night, and welcome to Tarot Nights with the Hanged Empress. Here we do shadow work following the moon, and this week our moon is going to be a full moon that's in Capricorn, but has just a little bit of that Sagittarius inspiration on it. So it's going about a steady and sturdy structure and a path while incorporating some new and fresh ideas about how to go about the things that we're doing, whether we are going through a cleansing and a purging process, or if we are going to build up towards a goal, which simultaneously those two things kind of go hand in hand anyways. So yeah, just going about it in creative ways, but also being very practical about how we are navigating through our emotions at this time, adding that level-headedness of the Capricorn. Yeah. All right, that was fun astrology time. Let's get into our reads. Hey there, Gemini. So I was just kind of moving around some of my pictures because one of them kept falling over, and I ended up having to take this one out. But look, it's a little me with the dog. Just felt like I was going to share that because 6 cups hanging out on the bottom, so why not? Immediately, what pops into my head in this nostalgia space is, what about Bob? Oh, what is he trying to say to me? You're strapped to a chair, there's a bomb strapped to you as well. He's trying to kill you, but Bob is just so optimistic. He's teaching me something here. What do I need to learn? I need to learn how to untie my knots. Yes. Death therapy. Feels like death therapy. We put ourselves in such a heinous and excruciating position that we have no choice but to be eternally optimistic and figure out just how we can untie our knots. Cut ourselves loose. Remove ourselves from this restrictive space. Because too much restriction pulls on those scales of balance. The 6 of Pentacles there. You got a Knight and a Page. The Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands. A little bit of experience and not so much experience in dealing with these matters, but ready and prepared nonetheless to act through our passions. Without overindulging. There's nothing wrong with a little Mardi Gras Fat Tuesday kind of celebration, release, diving in. We want to cut free from restriction without overstepping, without pulling ourselves out of balance. And what's in our hands? Holding on to an ace, the Ace of Pentacles, and the 6 of Cups, and the Empress, and the Fool, and the Chariot. Understanding the delicate balance of too much restriction and too much indulgence. This is where the knots are hidden inside of ourselves. But as we continue to work through these knots, untie ourselves, bring ourselves closer into balance, bring us closer and educate us further on how to properly execute our ambitions. This is what comes. These are the cards that we get to hold. A new beginning. And it might start from somewhere in the past. The idea might come to you from one of those knots that we are internally untying. And that holds the secret to all of our power. That holds the secret to our new journey. That is how we get thee there. That's how we get moving. There's our momentum. And it's taken off. It's going to become a driving force. I want to say it's not because of the past, but in spite of, almost. Unlocking something within ourselves is what is going to remind us of what we've been through, and what we've been through is what is going to drive our passions, drive our goals. It's what's taking the power back and putting it into our own hands. Like that. Okay. These two did not want to come along. The Hierophant and the King of Swords. There's our structure. There's our order. See, not all is chaos when you cut loose a little bit. We can practice. We can hold our own now. We've learned our lessons. We've given ourselves the keys. It's coming off kind of short and sweet, Geminis. I feel like it's all unfolding now. Want you? King of Wands. Lay flat. Across these two. It still feels tempered. It still feels like control. We're just pulling back, releasing the reins a little bit, taking a step back and letting the show carry on. I think this is all I have for you, Gems. Really. Allow yourself to break yourself free from the restrictions. Bring yourself into a greater balance. We don't need to be a full-on disciplined machine, and we don't want to be a party animal, so find that happy middle. Especially if these are the places that your passions drive you, and we're going to need to hold all of it and use all of it. fine line between discipline and control. There's a fine line between using control as a substance. That's what I'm feeling here. Cut yourself loose. Untie your knots. You're figuring it out. And as you continue to figure this out, it's going to put all of the power into your hands. You can make the world however you want it to look. Just keep in mind everything that you want to take in with it. And give it balance. Thank you, Geminis. Have a fantastic full moon.